Person A and Person B have a conversation as to the nature of mathematics. B. Under what pretense do you poke fun at me? I heard today you saying that you believe mathematics is a creative subject, is that right? Yes, that's right. Do you really believe such a thing? How can mathematics be creative? I study art and produce beautiful paintings and poetry, but what does maths produce? Equations? Where's the beauty in that? I'll answer your questions one by one. Yes, of course, I believe mathematics is creative. David Hilbert, one of the greatest mathematicians of all time, said about a student that switched from mathematics to study literature, quote, he didn't have enough imagination to study mathematics, end quote. To figure out the solutions to difficult mathematical problems, a lot of creativity is required. Einstein once said, quote, pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical ideas, end quote. As to what it produces, the equations are beautiful because they capture the simplicity of things that do not at first appear to be simple. And would you not agree that there is beauty in simplicity? Yes, I would agree. And would you not also agree that much of modern art and literature is unnecessarily complicated, using many long words where a few short ones would suffice? Well, I suppose that's sometimes the case, but surely you're not suggesting that artists should always represent things simply. Wouldn't that become boring and repetitive? What about uniqueness of voice? I'm not saying that they should always represent things simply. Sometimes it may not be possible to do so, but what I will say is that they should not needlessly overcomplicate things in order to appear intelligent. And if using simpler words made a message boring or repetitive, maybe it was that way to begin with. And as for the uniqueness of voice, surely that doesn't require conscious effort on the part of the writer. Let me ask you, do you think the meaning of a work should be determined by the writer or by the reader? The reader, of course. I suppose this is the key point at which we disagree. I think a work must have an objective meaning as determined by the writer. And what gives the right to determine the meaning of his work? Well, who else should possibly have that right? If there was more than one reader, and they disagreed as to the meaning of the work, who is right? Well, neither is right. People just have different opinions. Yes, I would agree. But I would press the fact remains that the work has one meaning, and that is the meaning given to it by the author. Well, I suppose we'll have to agree to disagree.